Are electric vehicles more polluting? Is it worth investing in electric vehicles? This is a question which we are all going to face soon with the upcoming vehicle scrappage policy. So let's find an answer to that. We have done a detailed video on the vehicle scrappage policy and I'll be adding the link to that somewhere here so that you can have a look at that. Now, one of the key aim of the vehicle scrappage policy is to promote the automotive industry. So therefore, more and more new vehicles are expected to arrive on the road. Now, those who own a vehicle which is around 5 to 10 years now is going to face this question of should we shift to a new vehicle around 2024, because by then around 15 years would be completed and that would be the time when vehicle scrappage policy comes into picture. The vehicle scrappage policy, even though is called as a voluntary scheme, it is expected that the government would try to push more and more new vehicles coming on the road which are par with BS6 or above standards. Now the main concern that is going to come up during that time is should we continue using our IC engine based vehicle that we own now, or should we shift to a new vehicle? Now that new vehicle, should it be an IC engine vehicle or an electric vehicle? So today we are going to do a case study on this for better clarity. Consider that we are having three cars. Car 1 is the vehicle that we are using now. Car 2 is a new IC engine vehicle and car 3 is an electric vehicle. The car 1 is expected to have, assume, a mileage of 25 km per liter, while the new car will be adding or having some more hybrid features which will improve its mileage and it would be expected to be around 35 km per liter. Electric vehicles on an average would give us around 100 km per charge. Now when we talk about the emission factors of these vehicles, we have to talk in terms of two major parameters. One is the emissions which are produced during manufacturing stage and the other one is the running emissions. When we consider car 1, that is the vehicle that we are using today, the manufacturing emissions will be zero. According to the Union of Concerned Scientists, when we manufacture a new car, that is an IC engine car, it is going to produce around 7,000 kg of carbon dioxide equivalent emissions. And when we go into an electric vehicle, that is going to be around 8,000 kg. The electric vehicle emissions is much higher during the manufacturing stage because of its key factor, that is your lithium-ion battery pack. The lithium is extracted mainly from South American countries like Chile, Bolivia, Argentina, and there a lot of mining has to be done to extract lithium. Also, a lot of water will also be used for making up or developing this lithium into the usable stage. So this actually creates a lot of toll on the environment and therefore it can be accumulated to around 8 tons or 8,000 kg of emissions. So at a manufacturing stage, we can see that electric vehicles are more polluting as compared to a new IC engine based vehicle. Now when we come to the driving emissions, we can see that the old existing vehicle will produce around 250 gram equivalent carbon dioxide per kilometer. But when we go to a new vehicle, it is going to produce only around 178 gram equivalent carbon dioxide per kilometer. And in the case of an electric vehicle, it is going to produce around 78 gram equivalent carbon dioxide per kilometer. So with an expected usage of the vehicle for around 15,000 kilometers per year, the vehicle that we are using today will produce around 3,750 gram carbon dioxide, while a new vehicle will produce 2,681 gram carbon dioxide, while in the case of an electric vehicle, it would be producing around 1,170 gram carbon dioxide equivalent. So adding up all these emissions, we would get around 3,750 gram carbon dioxide equivalent for the existing vehicle, 9,681 gram carbon dioxide equivalent for a new vehicle, while 9,170 gram carbon dioxide equivalent for an electric vehicle. So this would be the amount of emissions which are produced during a 1 year duration. So here we can see that the old vehicle that we are using today is much better performing in terms of emissions as compared to a new vehicle or a electric vehicle. Now for a 2 year duration, the emissions which are produced from existing vehicle is going to be around 7,500 gram carbon dioxide equivalent, while a new vehicle will be producing around 12,362 gram carbon dioxide equivalent and an electric vehicle will produce 10,340 gram carbon dioxide equivalent. At its fifth year of usage, the current vehicle will produce around 18,750 gram carbon dioxide equivalent, while a new vehicle will produce 20,406 gram carbon dioxide equivalent, while an electric vehicle will be producing just 13,850 gram carbon dioxide equivalent. So this indicates when we are using an electric vehicle for a duration of around 4 to 5 years, it is actually going to reduce the emissions which are expected as compared to an existing ICE engine based vehicle or a new ICE engine based vehicle. For an electric vehicle, the driving emissions is related to the charging infrastructure. In India, a country where we mostly depend upon fossil fuels, we have around 79% of the electricity generated from fossil fuel. India has a solar energy capacity of around 748 gigawatts of electricity. And with the solar mission, India is planning to install around 100 gigawatt of electricity generation by 2022. When we consider countries like the United States, where majority of the power is still generated from fossil fuels, they amount to around 75% of the electricity generated. So in due course, renewable energy based charging stations, or we can call it as microgrid charging stations, will be more evident all over India. And this is going to reduce the dependency on the fossil fuel power generation for electric vehicle charging. This is also going to reduce the emissions which are associated with the running of electric vehicles. So hope you found this video interesting and you found the answer to the question, are electric vehicles more polluting? So if you found the video interesting, please like the video and please do subscribe. Thank you.